everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today is Thursday, it's Thursday night, and I am putting my video up for this week. Hope everybody's had a wonderful week so far. I do know that there are a lot of people that are dealing with some challenges right now. I spoke to one of my dear sisters and we support one another on our platforms, who is going through an awful time right now. It's some very bad storms that are happening around the country, and her and her family were caught up in the midst of that and had a little bit of destruction. So I want you guys to pray for her. She follows me on this platform. We follow each other on Instagram. Just say a silent prayer for anyone who may be going through some times right now, and that the Most High God will comfort them and will restore their lives. And yeah, we have to pray for each other. We have to be kind and supportive of one another when we're going through things. So that actually kind of in line with my subject tonight, dealing with disappointments. I want to talk about healthy ways to deal with it, because no matter how positive you can be in this world, you're going to deal with some disappointments in your life. It is just something that you cannot avoid. Disappointments are a fact of life, and it's how you move through things is the way that will determine the outcome. Because oftentimes when you allow disappointments to destroy your life, it can make it 10 times worse. So if you're interested in watching this video on how I have been dealing with some disappointments, keep watching. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Thursday and I'm sitting here in my little office slash guest bedroom, and I am just wanting to chat a little bit tonight, talk a little bit tonight. You guys know that I am making my home more minimalistic, and I have been decorating each room. So I'm starting in my guest bedroom, so I got a few things already in here, and I'm going to show you guys once everything is complete what it turned out to be. Y'all know most of my home is kind of a farmhouse, kind of zen feel, but I wanted something to represent some of the things that I love in life, and you guys know that I love the beach, so this room is going to be a beach theme. So you'll see a few things throughout here behind me that represents the beach, but when I've completed this room, I'm going to show you this room. I'm loving it so far. I just wanted something to make me feel that feeling that I get whenever I go to the beach, and that's peace and calm, and that's my happy place. So my office slash guest bedroom is going to be that for me. When I probably won't ever sleep in here, but I do have my desk in this room as well. And so yeah, I wanted to come in here and let it remind me of my time that I spend at the beach. But today I'm going to talk about some healthy ways to deal with disappointment. I'm going through some disappointments right now, guys. Y'all know I've been going through it in this last year, and I'm not the only one, so I'm not sitting here having a pity party at all. But sometimes you ask for things, and when you get them and then they turn out not to be what you expected, and you feel disappointment. And sometimes you're ashamed because you feel like you're complaining. You feel like, why do I have the right to even complain? I asked for this, I got it. They say be specific when you're asking for things. When you're asking God for things, you got to be specific, but sometimes we don't do that. But the blessing is still there, so you feel a little bit shameful that you're feeling disappointed. But that happens in life. And I had to totally just change my whole life around to come home, and it's just things that's just been off, guys. They have been off, but I've been a trooper. I've been keeping my head up. I've been just powering through things, and you keep praying for me, guys, because it's a lot, and a lot of things I'm not going to share here on the channel because this channel represents positivity and motivation. But just to let you guys know, I go through it too. I definitely go through it. But today I'm just going to give you a few ways that I'm dealing with it right now. One of the most important things that you have to do is allow yourself to feel it. Whenever you are disappointed, you don't try to pretend like it's not happening. Allow yourself to feel the disappointment and say, This is not what I expected. It's totally different, and I'm disappointed about it. It's okay to acknowledge when you're feeling disappointment, because it happens. I got some wine right now too, guys. It happens in life. And we're going to have some setbacks and some disappointments. So I just wanted to share how I'm coping and the things that I do, the tools that I use to cope with my disappointment. One of the other things I feel that you should do is just let it out. Let it out. Speak it. Whatever it is, just say, I'm disappointed in whatever it is. Be willing to say it. Don't pretend. You know, oftentimes when people ask you, are you okay? What do we say? I'm fine. And I think I had a video once about, I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm okay. That's what we say. But it's okay to let it out. Now, I would suggest that when you decide that you want to let it out, how about talking to somebody that will listen? Let it be someone in your life that you know that will allow you to be able to be you. Don't get around people that's, you know, gonna spread your business, or people that you don't know you can trust. But sometimes you need that person just to be a sounding board. I got a really good friend of mine. You guys met him some years ago. His name is Tony. And when I'm not able to talk to my bestie, my girlfriend Cheryl, Tony, I be blowing his ear up. Y'all hear me? I'll call him when I'm at lunch, sometimes when I'm at work, and I just go, blah, 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 blah. I just let it out. And he told me anytime I need to let it out, just give him a call. And I tell you, sometimes that's the best medicine, just being able to speak those things you're feeling, because a lot of times we carry around these thoughts and we try to keep that smile going, and we know we're not happy about it. And it's sometimes you want to cry and you just can't. So you just keep that smile, and you keep that little positive face when you're at work and you're smiling at your coworkers, and you know it's a mess. It's a mess when you have to do that and you're not able to say what you need to say. So find that person that you can speak it. And I'm gonna say this for those who may say, I don't have anybody that I can talk to. Say it to yourself. Sometimes I walk around this apartment or this duplex that I'm living in currently, and I walk from room to room and I just speak my mind. I say all the things that have frustrated me, what I want to be different, and you know how I'm going to get there. I just talk out loud, talk to myself. And sometimes that is so exhilarating. It helps me to release some of the tension that I might be feeling. So make sure you let it out. Another thing that you have to remember is don't dwell on it. Once it's happened, and whatever the circumstances was, or whatever it unfolded, don't dwell on it. Once it happened, it happened. It can't be something that you can go and redo. Once it has happened, it has happened. And a lot of times we end up dwelling in there. We just keep rethinking about how it took place. This is what happened. You just keep replaying it over and over in your mind, like you're rewinding a film, and you're just watching it over and over again. You remember back in the day when we had videotapes, and a lot of my young people might be like, what are you talking about? But we had videos that you could rewind, and then you could watch it again. You rewind it, and you could just keep rewinding it and watching it again. And sometimes that's what we do. We just keep going over, and we dwell on it, dwell on it, dwell on it. Once it's happened, and whatever resolution you come up with, or however, whatever the consequences are for that, let that be. Don't dwell on it, and just move on. You know, because the more you keep thinking about it, the more you're going to continue to get upset, and that's not good for anybody. So don't dwell on it. You know, just move through it. Allow whatever is going to unfold, whatever things you can do to fix whatever the situation may be, because it depends on the circumstances, the way the outcome will be. But don't keep rehashing it. Don't keep replaying it in your mind. Another thing you got to learn to do is be kind to yourself. Don't be mad at yourself because you got upset. Don't be mad at yourself if it was a mistake that you made, or choice that you made in life and now it disappointed you. You know, be kind, because we're human. And as a human being, we cannot be perfect. And as a human being, we're going to always make mistakes. And sometimes it's mistakes by choice, and sometimes it's not. And sometimes we make mistakes and we still beat ourselves up because we weren't trying to do it and it happened. And at that time, that's when you need to be kind to yourself, because if you're living with purpose and intention and doing the right thing, being kind to people and just trying to move right in this world, and some things happen that disappoint you, that's not your fault. So don't continue to beat yourself up about something that happened. Be kind to you. Absolutely, be kind to you. We should always give ourselves credit, especially when it's something that that happened that we didn't plan for. We should always give ourselves credit for what we were trying to do. That happens at work sometimes. So sometimes at work, I work in this corporate place where it's one of these mind things. You constantly have to be thinking on your feet, and that can be stressful and overwhelming. Every day you're just dealing with stuff that you gotta, resolve for people. It's very analytical. You're thinking, coming up with solutions, and sometimes you may not choose the right thing, but give yourself some credit for putting yourself out there, going the long haul, trying to get it right. Give yourself some credit. When you do things, it's just like a race. If somebody is in a race and they come in second, third, fourth place, they wanted to come in first, but they didn't. Somebody was just a little bit better. But give yourself credit for trying. That's what I always say. And the final thing I'm going to say on this matter is put it in perspective. Sometimes things are going to happen in life, and in the way that it was supposed to happen, maybe it didn't. Maybe something altered it the way that it was supposed to turn out. Everything was planned right. Everything you did was right, but something still happened that wasn't supposed to happen. Just put that in perspective and say, you know what? That's the way life is. We can plan for things in our lives all the time. We can. And no matter what you do, you might have a goal to do something this way, but it end up going this way just because life moves like this. And it's not something you can predict. You can plan, you can set goals, but sometimes you got detours. Sometimes there's bumps in the road. Sometimes there's rain, right? That's the way life is. That is exactly the way life is. Just put it in perspective and say, hey, what I had hoped for may not turn out exactly the way I wanted it to, but it worked out, and it's okay. It might have worked out a little bit better, just being a little bit different from what you decided or how you wanted it to go. And that's the way I look at life. I have been over here in things that I'm trying to do, and I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm getting there. And it's just gonna come with some detours. It's gonna come with some changes. It's gonna come with me having to release certain things and pick up new things. And I have to look at it like that. And when I talk to you guys, I'm talking to myself, because I'm motivating myself to continue on what I have planned, on what I have dreams about, and the things I've worked so hard for. And I'm not giving up on the things that I have, that I want in my life. If the things that I plan don't come to fruition, it won't be from the lack of trying. It will come because that's not the way it was meant to go, or my time runs out. And that's the way I look at life, because life is meant to live. It is meant to live, guys. It's not meant for us to be wallowing around here in these pity parties and just allowing it to boggle us down and just be unhappy. We need to just put our armor on and just go forward in life, trying to make it the best that we can. And as you go along that journey, make sure you grab some people along with you. It's so important that you care about others, and that it's not just a selfish thing, and that you're trying to help people. Now, if you're in a state where you don't know quite how to love yourself and you're trying to find yourself, build yourself. I ain't gonna say find yourself, build on yourself. But when you do, and once you get there, make sure you help somebody else who may be struggling just like you along that journey. And I'm gonna always say that. So yeah, guys, y'all keep your girl in prayer over here. You know, she's working. I'm getting ready to do some things. I'm going to talk about them later. I'm not going to talk about them right now. I'll talk about them in another video. And yeah, so y'all keep me in prayer. Keep me encouraged. And yeah, and you know, just pray for each other. Some of you guys have met each other through videos I've posted. You used to talk and support one another in the comments. Make sure you keep doing that. Shout out to all of those sisters who come through here every week and encourage one another. I love y'all for that. I love that. And I have something really special that I'm planning this summer that I'm going to do. I think I mentioned that I'm going to try to have some meetups, and we'll hear more about that in a later video as I plan how I'm going to do that. So yeah, I think it's going to be awesome. So thank you all for watching today. If you're new to the channel, hi guys, my name is Lydia, and I am a motivational life coach and a meditational coach. I got some meditational videos I'm going to be putting up here soon, coming this summer. And I come on here to motivate women to live their best life. Women of a particular age, women who have went through life and had their children and raised them, and maybe they've been married 20, 30, 40 years, and or those that are single, navigating single life at this point of life, going through menopause, finding love in a later part of life, friendships. We talk about everything over here. So if you like that type of stuff, make sure you subscribe and become a part of the sisterhood. And for my sisters that return every week, I love y'all so much. Thank you all so much for being here for me. And I'll see you in the next video. Remember, always peace and love, kisses and hugs, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.